Hello, this is Smoke and Joe Gamer on Twitch, YouTube, Mastodon. Alright, so today is Friday, September 1st, 2023. It is 7:34 p.m. here in Eastern Standard Time. Episode 1 of SEGAtember. So, just going to be playing Sega games all month long. So that includes games that Sega published or developed, and games that were released on Sega consoles. And in the first episode, I'm going to do Valkyria Chronicles. I actually have never streamed this one before. I did 4 at one point. And this is the PS4 version, which I got in a nice Steelbook. So this is actually Valkyria Chronicles remastered, I guess. So let's see how remastered it really is. This was originally released as a PS3 exclusive, I want to say, before getting ported to Steam, and then the remaster came out on PS4. And not sure if this ever came out on Xbox, though. I'd have to look it up. But alright. What is this? Okay, so yes, the PS4 remastered version does include all of the DLC content. I'm streaming directly from console, so that's why there's no webcam.
Two powers controlled the continent. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, otherwise known as the Empire. In the west,
right, so this takes place in Europa, which is just Europe.
The Atlantic Federation.
And
Both powers depended on a precious
yeah, so you could consider the one on the right, I think, is supposed to be Russia, the one on the left is supposed to be Nazi Germany, and I believe Gallia is supposed to be Poland.
The Atlantic Federation responded.
And then the Darkson people are the Jewish people. So it parallels World War II, as you can tell.
The Empire, with its vast military superiority, struck hard, gaining ground in early victories and putting the Federation on the defensive. Emboldened by their progress and momentum.
So if the internet drops like it did last night, I don't know. I'll probably just have to stop playing.
They found their next victim. Gallia had long maintained its neutrality in the tensions between the two superpowers. But the rich stores of Ragnite under the Gallian soil...
And so I tried to do the final episode of August Adventures last night, the 31st of August, but it didn't go well and I just ended up deleting it. It just kept disconnecting. And internet's been up and running all day today, so hopefully it won't screw up again, but we will see. If it keeps doing it, then I gotta call Xfinity and have them send a tech out, and that's a whole headache.
Outside the Gallian border town of Brule.
So just remember that the game originally was only 720p and 30 FPS on the PS3. This version, I think, has been remastered to 1080p at 60 FPS. Probably. I also have this on Steam, but I figured I'll play this version because I want to get the trophies. The original game did not have trophy support. It was before Sony started doing that. And I got my handy-dandy Steelbook. So,
hey there, guys.
Let's just play the physical copy.
You're beautiful. Starting early this year. You're heading upstream.
So that's Gunther.
How's the water?
Or Welkin Gunther. And he's been at college. He came back home, and he's a nerd.
Freeze! Put your hands in the air. Slowly.
And that's Alicia Melchiot. leader of the local militia.
Haven't seen you around before. What's your name?
And she doesn't know who he is.
My name's Welkin. And you are...
The one with the gun. We're with the Brultown Watch. I'm Alicia. Alicia Melchiot. So, I'm wondering what you've been writing in that little book you've got there. Imperial spies are in the area.
This book is nothing, really. I was just sketching the fish and, you know...
Yes. Oh, I know. And you know there's a war on, don't you? All right then, Mr. Artist. We'll talk about fish sketching down at the station. Take him away.
Thanks, fish.
So it is a Japanese game, but they did a good job with the voice acting, I would say. And the localization, I don't know, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Not that I would know, because I don't speak Japanese, but... No, I would say this was a good, like, AAA game. It's kind of a cult classic, I guess.
I have to say, they're really
Wasn't really a big hit, didn't sell that many copies, I don't
So
think.
you see, I really was just sketching.
Maybe.
One of Sega's many hidden gems, I would call it.
And I intend to take my time finding out for
And unfortunately then, second game was PSP exclusive and
Is that you?
wasn't as good.
Sarah!
And then Valkyria Chronicles 3 was PSP exclusive and Japan exclusive.
What yourself into now, Welkin?
Then they did a weird,
Wait.
crappy spin-off that was like an action RPG that nobody liked. And then they did Valkyria Chronicles 4
You do know everyone's supposed
for
to
every
reckon.
platform.
Yes, I'm aware of that. My brother's here to help me move to the capital, but that may be difficult. I mean, unless...
The little sister Isara is
Huh?
considered a dark sin. That's why she has the purple hair, purple eyes.
I apologize, but I
So
was
she might
just
be
doing my
his,
job,
like,
you know.
stepsister
I
or
saw you with the
something.
notebook
I
and
can't
thought you were a
remember.
spy. Again, I'm really sorry about that.
Thanks. Don't worry about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
Wilkes has a real passion for observing nature. That's why he's studying it at the university, right?
Guilty as charged. I get so into it sometimes I forget where I am or that somebody might be watching me.
Gunfire! Everyone keep your heads down!
Over there! Come on! Damn it!
And of course, Sega being Sega, if you want to get an A ranking on these missions, you've got to do it exactly right and within a certain number of
You
turns.
can handle a gun, right?
Yeah. I mean, I made it through training anyway.
Well, they're probably just a small scouting team. We should be able to take them out.
I'm with you.
Hang on. And I like this whole storybook format. But you gotta go through each scene in order, of course, to get to the actual missions. I thought I played this before, but I was gonna start a new game anyways, so that's fine. Alright. This is the first mission.
Okay, here's the plan.
Okay, here's the plan.
Let's get started.
Alright. So this type of art style lends itself well to,
That's 3 too
well,
many.
I mean, it,
Stay sharp.
you don't necessarily have to remaster it, is what I'm saying. You don't need too much processing power to get
Listen
this to look good. So, but it always just had a distinctive art style that I like, kind of like a watercolor painting and cell shading and all that. So, alright. I mean, it does look a little sharp around some of the edges, but, you know, the PS4 could only do so much anti-aliasing. Alright. So,
Ready to go.
I think I can beat this in one turn. Let's see. Yeah, so it's a strategy or tactical RPG, whatever you want to call it. All right. And then, you know, you got to take cover, and then if an enemy sees you, then as long as you're moving, they can try to shoot you. So then, and you target, you get 1 attack per turn. Well, no, each character can move a certain amount and then attack once, but then you get a certain number of points to use. And headshots do extra damage as expected, so there you go.
Yes.
Alright. If you touch the bodies, they disappear. Sometimes when you touch an enemy body, you get an extra gun or something. That's usually just the ace enemies, though. Yeah, see, look, he's shooting at me now. Alright. Yeah, there's only 3 enemies.
My turn, okay?
Probably could have had Gunther do everything, but that's alright. Or Welkin. Lieutenant Gunther, that's why I keep saying that, it's his last name. So I see how Alicia and him have the gold star. They are... Basically, you want people like them in your party because they give you extra action points. But if you see an enemy like that, you want to typically prioritize them. And of course they're going to go easy on me because it's only the first turn. Now if I want to move the same person again, you can see that they have reduced movement capabilities. So... yeah, and I mean, I'm not really in any real danger in this tutorial fight here, so... And of course, it's very important to pay attention to the actual objective. This objective was just take out the enemies. With some levels, you just have to take a camp, which means you can skip enemies if you want. Although I prefer to just take them all out. So that's how you get an A rank on the first level. It's not hard. And in later missions, as there are more enemy types, there are additional bonuses for taking out certain ones. So in some missions, you want to take out all the enemies, or as many as you can. Other missions, you can just skip them. Now, of course, streaming directly from console doesn't always give you the best quality. It does look a little bit compressed to me,
There's
but...
no other sign of the enemy.
What are you gonna do?
Good.
I didn't feel like plugging in my
Go keep watch
capture
and stay
card.
alert.
Yes, ma'am. What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
We'll bury them. So it's begun. I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town. I'll do it. Even going to war, I'll do it. What are those?
Seeds from the lion's paw. It blooms white, small, simple, and strong.
I want to be able to remember, once the war is over, that it wasn't all just people killing people. That even in war, there was also new life.
On the 15th day of the 3rd month of the year 1935, the Empire began its assault in earnest. A formal declaration of war was made upon Gallia. Though it was only a small front in a massive continental assault, what followed would prove that a tiny nation could best...
Gee, they just gave away the ending. Ah.
These events would tell a story of tragedy hidden in the mists of time. A story of courage and of
Yeah, apparently, if you buy the
of persecution.
More expensive version of Starfield, you can start playing it now.
And of love blooming even through the flames of war. What follows is a record of this conflict, and of those who fought, lived, and died.
But it's like, why would I want to play 3 days early when it's probably going to take at least 3 months for them to finish patching the game and fix everything that's wrong with it? Oh well. That's just my thoughts on it. I'm going to get... we're going to renew Game Pass Ultimate for a month just to try Starfield, but... I don't know. I don't want to play on console, though, because they limited the frame rate. And I don't want to pay for it if it's on Game Pass. So, there you go. And like all Bethesda games, I do expect it to be a buggy, glitchy mess even years from now. I actually played Skyrim on PC the day it came out. It was a mess.
Seeing that old mill spinning again really makes it feel like home sweet home.
I hear that. It really is one of the most beautiful things about this town.
So I won't be streaming Starfield this month because it's not a Sega game. Plus, it's too popular. Nobody's going to watch my channel anyways.
I thank you for your help. Goodbye, and take care.
How's the
Almost.
Well...
Mark.
So the story is kind of slow going.
You're still calling me that? Martha, and more important...
A light jog won't hurt the little spud. I should know. I've already had 4 of them.
Hello there.
Oh,
I just wanted to apologize.
really?
She likes to bake bread.
I did until the war started. And that's preserved bread, so it's pretty hard. Heat it up. I baked it myself.
Thanks.
Oh, and what?
What? Wait, no, it's not...
He's right. We just met. Although I'm really...
Oh, well, I'm sure you will.
Okay, seriously, Martha.
That's a lovely...
Yep. It was taken before I was born. But that's Dad.
That's his father.
That's Dad? And who's... My father, Tamer.
Oh, right.
He was an engineer. The General's tank was his creation.
So they're not... Okay, that's what I thought.
Wait a minute. My birth parents died when I was a baby. The General was
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's...
We're not related by
exactly.
blood, but she's definitely my little
Like
sister.
adopted sister, sure.
Sorry. No, I don't...
Oh, and there was also an anime series based off of the events of the first game.
Why don't you see...
But I don't know if it was ever officially localized.
On my own.
All right, I will.
See you later,
I had to
Isara.
watch it with
Safe
subtitles. So it never got dubbed as far as I know. Maybe it did. I don't know. I haven't been on the Funimation app in a while. Actually, I don't really watch that much anime anymore, so...
Wow, look at this. Brule's really becoming a ghost town.
They've been leaving for a while. Just about everyone is evacuated by now. You can't blame them. Tensions are rising with the Empire. We'll survive.
Yeah, there's the Empire and there's the Federation.
Everyone will come back someday. They'll come back when it's safe again, right?
And of course they represent Germany and Russia.
So, Welkin, I'm curious. Are you gonna join the army like your father?
I don't think that's for me. what I'd really like to do is be a teacher.
Huh. A teacher?
Yeah. Animals and insects, flowers and plants, they've always been my passion.
Yeah, he's gonna get drafted.
You see, my dad, he protected this country as a general.
And what happens too is all
It's just that
high school students in Gallia, I think
in my own way.
they get some kind of military training, like an ROTC type thing.
I think I do.
So that's how he becomes a lieutenant. I guess he got good grades or whatever.
That's deep in your own way. Ah! What was that?
That sound.
Boom.
I don't believe it. Miss Melchior,
Get all the town watch together.
they must be at Mill.
Thanks, Walken.
Move out. Alright. This is the second mission.
I'll explain the Okay,
Okay.
Our target is the... Breaking the chain of command should...
All right, I got it. Let's all be careful out there.
Got a second?
Right. So sometimes the lost condition is just if, like, Welkin or Alicia gets knocked out. The thing is, characters can permanently die. What it is if somebody goes down, you have to recover their body before the enemy touches it. And then the medic comes out. And so there's actually 3 characters from Skies of Arcadia in here, including the
Here we go.
medic. So this one's a little bit tough. Yeah, you don't have grenades yet either, so. Okay, yeah, I already figured all this out in the first mission. Come on. Skip. Alright, he's standing behind the sandbags, but he's not actually in cover, therefore... There we go.
Yes.
Yeah. So they may keep trying to shoot you until you actually end your turn.
My turn, okay?
I probably could have used that guy first to conserve health on these 2 characters. Oh, look, she has a grenade. Okay, there we go. So grenade will blow up sandbags and probably insta-kill the enemy behind it. Not always, but... Oh. Look who's there.
Enemy unit spotted!
Okay, that was silly of me. Huh. Whoops. Alright, let's move this guy forward. Yeah, and you can heal too, but you only have a limited number of action points, so... Now you do unlock skirmishes, so you'll replay old maps, but with new stuff, or... Yeah. And the good news is you can replay old stages to try and get a higher score, and then they'll give you the difference in terms of the money and XP that you get for the higher rankings. Oh, he missed. Of course, the goal is to try to kill them in one attack so they don't retaliate. Yeah, see, that's an enemy ace, so now they're going to have less action points to use. And that was the objective. Okay.
What's that?
Sounds like a tank.
Oh no. If you're using a tank and you shoot an enemy tank straight in the radiator, it's a one-hit kill. But it's the same for you too, so you've got to position it correctly so they can't just one-shot you. There's definitely some RNG though, because there are missions where enemy tanks will just waltz right up to your tank and blow it up in one shot, and then you lose. And then there's times where they will just act like complete morons. So... yeah, see how bullets don't do anything to it. But... oh no. And they can do that too, so... it's tricky. Oh, great. So if you can at least disable the treads, then you can stop it from moving. Which is nice, but...
Welkin!
That's not...
I hate to... Get off this road and into the alley to... and try to stay behind cover while...
So yeah, they like to do this too, though. They like to throw you some curveballs. So it's the same mission, but now there's new enemies and now there's a new objective. So
Here we go.
but there's really no way you could do this level in just one turn. Okay, good.
Yes.
All right. Welkin reaches the destination. Okay, that I can do.
Here we go.
Okay, good.
If they're rolling in the tanks, they're... I'll dig in my heels.
Okay.
Be careful.
Alright, I got an A. And extra points for beating the leader, which I had to do anyways, as part of the objective.
Chapter 2. Escape from Brule.
Now, when you die in a mission, you can retry. But it's still a good idea to save after battles. Don't want to lose any progress. Okay, good.
Hey, Sarah. Martha. Please be okay.
Martha!
Now I decided on SEGAtember. It could have been SEGtember, could have been SEGtembera, could have been Sega September.
Who cares? Not gonna make any difference when she's dead.
Yeah, the Imperial soldiers
Now.
are just evil.
See what she's wearing? Take a good look at that shawl. She's a Darkson.
And that explains it. I thought this place stunk. Now I know it does.
Yeah,
So,
there's racism in this
a
game.
fat one and a stinky one. PU. It's a regular pig farm in here.
I'm sure you recognize that guy's voice.
I will thank you to watch your tongue in this house. You have to leave now.
And I'm sure you
That's a
recognize
big
her
gun
voice.
For such a little girl. Drop it.
Isara!
Huh?
Shoot him!
Right there!
Shoot him! Fucking shoot him! Do it. Oh, she got him.
Son pig!
Isara, are you okay?
There's no blood in this
I'm
game.
okay thanks to you. But Martha, I think she's...
Martha!
This isn't good. She's gone into labor. Moving her would be dangerous.
Right. Well, we can't just leave her here. What are we gonna do? There are a lot of Imperials out there, Ys. It's only a matter of time before they take over the Mill Plaza.
Welks, listen. The barn out back.
What about it?
Our fathers have left us something. Something that might get us out of this mess.
This is where they find out that there's a tank in the barn. The
Dad's
Edelweiss.
Whoa.
That's a type of
Can't
flower.
believe it's still here.
And it's one of a kind. Here it is, the Edelweiss. Tamer built it
Edelweiss,
especially
whatever.
for General Gunther.
Yeah, and it worked great, too. So it's just been parked here in the barn?
I wanted to make sure it would still operate, you know, in case of emergencies. I enrolled in a maintenance class given by the military. I wanted to be able to do what my father could do.
Well, that's great. But that's only a class, Isara.
It really didn't need much, hardly any alterations at all. I just fitted it with a new turbine engine. It really improves on the power-to-weight ratio. The Edelweiss is field-worthy. Its firepower and mobility are more than a match for recent models.
Well, assuming it does work. What's next?
All right, Welks, you took the armored vehicle course, didn't you?
Yeah. Back in high school. Once.
We'll bring Martha here. She'll be safe inside the tank, and we can move to a better location. Just leave the driving to me, okay? All you have to do is give the orders.
Well, maybe she should have evacuated to a hospital before she went into labor, before the Imperials attacked. Huh. Then again,
We ready to roll?
it's really not that simple, is it? It never is.
Engaging engine. The Edelweiss is ready for deployment.
Alicia could still be out there dodging bullets, buying time for people to evacuate. Here's the plan. We're gonna pick up Alicia and get out of town. All right, Edelweiss. Move out!
Move out! Oh.
Here's the brief for this operation.
So of course, everyone's interested in Gallia because they have a huge supply of the Ragnite ore that everybody wants to power everything. Okay.
All right. If this gate falls, the town watch will defend. Got a second? Listen close and I'll explain.
Okay, well I already knew that, so. Right, you can't really do much against the tank, and shock troopers can be dangerous for scouts to engage. Oh, and if you go up in this tower, the tank can attempt to shoot you. But see, scouts have good sight range, so you climb up here and you can see. Yeah, but see, when you're this far away, it's like, forget it. You're not going to be able to take that guy out. Alright. That's fine. So I think the people in the watchtowers can still shoot when they try to pass. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of them over here. Gotcha. Alright, good. That's helpful. Okay. Oh. I didn't mean to pick him, but that's fine. Actually, I don't know if he can shoot anybody up here, so probably a good idea to send him over here. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you just miss. Okay. It's fine. And then I just gotta get Alicia into cover so she doesn't die. Alright. The good news is that if they try to approach the gate, now they're all injured, so they will, they'll probably die when they try to advance. Although the tank can also ruin my day, but okay. You just have to hold out until Welkin and Nisara get here. That's all. Yeah. The main gate can get damaged, it just can't be blown up. But you see, the enemy probably could have just kept picking the tank and got a few more hits in, but, you know, they want to make the game's got to be fair, so. But if one of the enemy soldiers reaches the gate, I think that's bad. I think they don't want that to happen. Like, that might be an automatic loss if an enemy soldier walks up to it, or they might throw grenades at it. I don't remember. But let's just try to avoid that if we can. Yeah, and see, shock troopers are dangerous. So see how the tank provided cover. But they're out of moves, so now what? Yeah, see, you gotta be quick. Oh, but see, he's crouching, so reduce damage. Okay, that's bullcrap. Alright.
My turn, okay?
Yeah, shock troopers are very dangerous. This should take him out, though, I hope. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is tricky. All right.
My turn, okay?
Well, the whole reason... This is ridiculous. The whole reason I picked her again was to heal, and now I have less health than I would have if I just didn't do anything. The second your turn starts, they can start shooting, and they will not stop trying until you end your action. And they can do that.
No.
See, if they had just moved the tank at every possible opportunity, they could have easily taken me out, no problem. And if he had just thrown a grenade at Alicia, or whatever, you get the drift. I think the difficulty is pretty balanced, although there are some later missions that are just brutally difficult. Okay, Alicia's not dead yet. Oh, okay, yeah. There's RNG, so I got lucky that time. But see, this guy still takes barely any damage. Okay, so when does Welkin get here? Okay, great job, Welks.
Here we go.
And the tank uses 2 points,
The tank should...
and turning will also use movement points, so you gotta be careful with that. And it gets stuck on random objects, so some objects are destructible,
Enemy sighted.
some are not.
Hostile sighted.
I guess I'm going the wrong way. Oh, right, this is how they get you. And this literally has tank controls. Okay. Yeah.
Fire! Entering combat.
Right, but guess what? No line of sight to the tank, so I lose. Right?
Now!
And I don't have enough points to move him again. And he's ducking down, so, and... seriously? This is bullcrap. As long as they're crouching, you can't kill them. Oh, great. And this is silly because now he can just blow him away. Yeah, so. Got it. Yeah, this level sucks. Even when you know that the tank is coming, it doesn't matter. Cover is very important for obvious reasons, but it gets really annoying when you don't have a grenade. And it's the third time she ducked, but you can't really count on that. It's totally random. Alright. So, let me just see here. They already put me in a B, so what I'm going to do is I am going to... I forget how to... Oh. I forget how to restart the battle, or they didn't have that option yet. What? 2 shots? Oh, come on. Alright. And it can also miss. It didn't though. Good. Okay. The objective is to take out the tank. Got it. And the baby is born inside the tank.
Good.
Because apparently Isara is also an OBGYN. Alright. So the good news is you can go back and replay missions to get better scores. I didn't want to quit out because I couldn't remember the last time I saved. But you can't do it yet. Eventually it will let you replay old missions. So I can go back to get the A and some extra resources.
2 hours after
But the trick for that fight I'm remembering now is you have to just conserve action points until the tank comes out, so
Though a mere skirmish by Empire,
Alicia just has to survive until Welkin shows up.
Welkin Gunther's first taste of battle, and
so if you minimize your movements in those first 2 turns, then you have plenty of moves for the tank to use to blow up the other tank, and then you win. So just keep that in mind.
Alicia.
So I would say that 4 has better gameplay than this, but this one has the better story.
War meant this might happen. It hurts. Seeing my town
And 2 might have had a good story, but it was a crappy PSP game.
Just not right. How could all this
And I never played 3.
It isn't human, Welkin.
So 4 goes back to the original format, but it's the same time frame, just a different group of soldiers in one of the other countries.
But they all have their own territories. If anything threatens their home, they'll risk their lives to defend it. People are animals too. We do what we have to, when we have to. Animals are in a constant struggle to stay alive, but I've also seen them help each other, almost like they were cooperating in order to survive.
Cooperating?
That's why I'm so into studying natural science. That coexistence. I want to know how it works. If we could figure that out, mankind could put it to use for our own survival. That's why I want to be a teacher. So that I can pass that knowledge on to the children. I mean, even if we can't completely eliminate war, at least we might learn to live together as one people.
You think so? Welks, look. Martha fell asleep, so that makes me the babysitter. See, Alicia?
Okay.
Oh, he's adorable.
Just like you said, even in war, new life happens all around us. Come here. Look, that's your hometown.
Sure.
Someday, we'll come back home again.
Yes. Someday soon. I know it.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm just looking at the tags. I don't know what tags to use for this, but whatever.
Chapter 3. Vassal.
It's obviously not a Metroidvania, so I can delete that. Now there's just a whole bunch of story exposition here.
In March of 1935, the Empire began its invasion across Gallia's eastern border.
Well, maybe Gallia is France. Maybe it's not Poland. I don't know.
Maximilian, commander of the Gallian invasion front, built his army around mobile. Bruhl's fall in under 2 hours was typical of villages in the Empire's path, and the road to the
Okay.
Randgries, Gallia's capital, a town secure and stable since ancient times. Within its walls stood
Skip.
supporting
I mean, if you're watching the stream, then chances are you have already played this game and already know all about it, and maybe I don't have to keep explaining everything, but this is one of my favorite games, even now.
military training each year.
It's not perfect, but I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
Citizens
Easy.
were then drafted into the militia to defend their country.
Yeah,
As the conflict with the East grew worse, both
right. So they did institute a draft to get more soldiers. And Welkin was
My new dish.
instantly promoted to lieutenant.
Oh, my... I should get changed. Flares... everything...
Welkin? Can I?
Sure.
Oh, you're already changed too. Let's see. Not bad. So, how about me?
Let's take a look.
Really?
Of course not.
Oh, good.
No way. That plating on the back? It's like a coleopterate exoskeleton.
Yeah, he's a nerd.
Fantastic.
Colio what? Welkin? What kind of girl wants to hear that
Yeah.
she looks like a bug?
You don't tell girls that they look like
Not
bugs.
just any bug.
Or maybe
A
you do, I
rhinoceros
wouldn't
beetle,
know.
King of the insects.
At this
Who
point.
wouldn't want that?
Uh-huh.
Tell me about that scarf.
Oh, this?
Is that...
I don't want to forget the time. I plan to keep wearing it until I...
That's great.
Is that a promise?
Absolutely. Hey,
So the next date I go on, I'm going to tell her she looks like a bug, and we're going to see what happens. Beetle-tastic.
excuse me, ma'am. Galleon Militia Enlistee Welkin Gunther, reporting for duty.
Ma'am, Galleon Militia Enlistee Alicia Melchiot, also reporting for duty.
I'm Captain Eleanor Varrot, commander of this regiment.
Fortunately, it doesn't look like they remastered the cutscenes too much.
You'll be leader of Squad 7 now.
Ma'am,
Enlistee Melchiot, you're promoted to sergeant. You'll be under the lieutenant's command.
Aha.
Understood?
Ma'am,
Sergeant.
What do you know? It is you. Nice coincidence, huh, Welkin?
Valdio? I had no idea that you'd enlisted.
Yep. Now that there's a real war going on, I joined up. Pretty much all the officer and training boys are here just like you.
You know each other.
Yes, ma'am. We knew each other at university. Welcome was in science and I was in archaeology. And just look at us now.
Yeah, and I'm American,
No
so
archaeology or
I'm not
science.
used to seeing
Looks like the two of
university
us are
just by
studying
itself.
Looks that way. It's good to
You know.
see you.
more. And you.
That'll be all for now. There's a strategy brief
We would
later
typically say,
today,
I went
but
to
you still have time.
a
Time for you
university
to catch
or
up.
the
You'll be spending a lot
university
of time on the post
or the
and Rand degrees. They'll be your new home.
university, or
That'll be all.
yeah, we wouldn't say an
Report back in time
university
for the
because
briefing.
even though it starts with a
Until
vowel, it's
then,
not
you're
pronounced
dismissed.
that way. Like, I would probably say an Ubisoft game, but I would say a university because just the way you pronounce it. I don't know, it's weird. English is weird. So, let's see what we want to do now. Oh, yeah. So, command room is where you choose who you want in your squad, and this is where it gets interesting because now you can put together your own squad. Now, people can
This is the
permanently
master
die
list. I
if
should
you don't
know.
recover their
First off,
unconscious
scouts.
body before the enemy does.
They're-
Yeah. Skip, 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 skip,
While they
skip,
lack it,
skip, 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 skip. Skip, 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 skip. Yeah, so then they all have these weird attributes that can become problematic, and then some people like each other, and when you put them together, they like doing that. So Aika and Vice are from Skies of Arcadia. Pretty sure she likes girls. Yeah, and then Edie is like the rival to someone else, but so lone wolf means she doesn't like to be around other people. Now, of course, some people have the attribute Darkson hater. They're racist, and they don't want to be in the army with Darksons. But then Darkson bond is anyone who has Darkson blood. They like each other. So of course, right off the bat, the game kind of makes you feel racist because it's like, well, gee, I don't want to, exclude somebody just because they don't like Darkson people, but I don't want to use only Darkson people, and it's a whole thing that you just have to be aware of. So 17 open slots. Okay, so then Rosie and Largo you can't get rid of, but as you can see, they're special characters like Alicia and Welkin. So now Rosie doesn't like Darksons in cutscenes and stuff, but it's not one of her traits, so you can pair her up and it's fine. But yeah, so you look at who they like and then you want to kind of go from there. I like her, so you want characters of different roles, obviously. So one sniper is fine. Couple of engineers is good to repair the tank and whatnot. I don't know if I have Zaka or Wavy yet. Let me see. No. Okay. So you got plenty of open slots, but of course they all have to give their introduction. It's neat though that each character is unique. Yeah, Carl's pretty cool. I like to call him Combat Carl, huh? Yeah, so Jan is gay, and that's fine. Some characters are gay. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, look at this dude. He looks like a total stoner, and he's a racist. It's like, yeah, no. And he doesn't like anybody, so yeah, I don't want him in my party. And she's hot, but eh. But you gotta pay attention to desert allergy and crap like that. Yeah, Yoko, she's like an old lady, but she gets along with people. So, worth having in the party. And she's cute as hell. Yeah. She's worth having in the party. Nils is cool. He's another lone wolf type. But most of your people are probably just going to be scouts and whatever, stormtroopers. Okay.
Thank you.
Ted's pretty cool. And Ted likes Melville, right? But I don't have Melville yet. Okay. Alex likes Melville, so we'll get a Melville when he shows up. And then Haynes and Jane.
Haynes Salinger.
He's awesome. Yeah, of course you want Vice.
Name's Vice Engelbart.
Oh, and I love Edie. Edie's awesome. She has her own DLC. So we got... Alright, we're gonna need some more scouts. Yes.
Hey there. I'm...
Good. Alright. Hermes... Montley... Icmophobic. What? Gotta look that one up. Icmophobic. Intense fear of sharp objects. I guess he doesn't use knives, huh? Nancy likes Ted. And she's a good buddy. Okay.
I'm Nancy DeFore.
Alright, cool. Alright, so let me get another engineer. Oh. Oh, Jan likes Largo. Other people like Jan. I want to go with Nils. I like him. And he likes Montley and Ramsey. Okay, so let's...
Herbert Nielsen.
Total stoner, man. So with Herbert, now I can do Montley and Ramsey. Okay. Alright, I'll do Montley then. Montley likes... Oh, she gets along with Edie and Ramona.
My name's Ramona.
Or... whatever. Kobe, Micah. Micah likes Dorothy. I'm gonna do Wendy.
I'm Wendy Cheslock. Kaboom.
She's nuts. Alright. So I just picked out my squad, although you can swap them out
All the recruits. They'll be at the
anytime.
same level.
Okay. Now, that's step one. Put together your squad.
Squad leader's a lot of responsibility.
But then, you know, check it periodically because new people will join and then
Squad 1, isn't it?
they'll be friends with other people.
Sorting through the-
Okay. So I did that. Now, we go to the training field. This is where we spend the XP to level up classes. And this is where it turns into an RPG.
But you will train as a class and level up by class. Scout level 2, Scout level 3. You get it? When the scouts level up, that...
Yeah.
You hear me, maggots? All right.
This guy's ridiculous.
It ain't complicated.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Once the... Pick... Train all you...
Okay. So, good thing I got AAB on those missions, because now I have 2,000 XP. So first I'm just going to level up everybody. Isn't too hard.
You're back.
Nice.
Good work.
So when he says we got a new potential out of you, that means everybody else gets a new one of those attributes that I was talking about. I tend to keep the shock troopers at a higher level because they're very useful, very resilient. They eventually get flamethrowers, which is nice. Alright, cool.
Sometimes leveling up a unit, you can think of potential. Those abilities will form a big part of your... Other times, here, As long... Orders are special It doesn't take a genius to see that leveling up your soldier... The soldiers... All that... I just...
So then the orders that you give, those are typically passive bonuses that use up action points. Now we gotta go R&D.
Welcome to R&D, man. What can I do you for?
Leon, man. He's a Californian, man.
You're Lieutenant Gunther, aren't you?
So in the second game, you play as his younger brother.
I knew it! Man, I've heard about you! Protecting a tiny life in the middle of all that slaughter? Oh, Lieutenant, you're good people. You get all my...
Lieutenant, I'll sell you the best weed, yo.
Clear across the hangar. Oh, Casey, check it out! Sorry. But where... Oh! So, we do work...
Yeah, I know.
Board?
And this is where you go, you spend your money to upgrade your guns. So, some extra accuracy would be nice for the basic scout rifle, wouldn't it?
Here you go.
And yeah, so got enough money to buy all the upgrades, I think.
Here you go.
Can't upgrade the grenade and give them more defense, which is helpful. And then later on there's different, like, trees here, like... Yeah, see? You get different weapons, but also you can do different upgrades if you want. So you can make it do more damage or be more accurate or whatever the choices happen to be. And then you can buy enhancements for your tank and extra parts.
Here you go.
But of course now I can't afford the rest of the stuff. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, so then outfit tanks is where you can swap out parts. And you have this nice kind of puzzle thing where they have to fit into that space there. But I don't have any parts yet. Yeah. So you can't change parts if you don't have other parts, can you? Nope. Great. And then, okay, always make sure you save your game after you do stuff like that, because you don't want to have to try to remember what you spent money on and what you didn't and all that. So. Okay. Game is saved. Now what? I'd really like to get to the next level. The, next actual mission that you play.
Welks.
Oh, look what it is.
Hey, how'd you
I registered as a tank.
She's a very famous voice actress, and I need to look up her name, because I know what else she's in. Sarah Gunther. Yeah, Laura Bailey, yeah, okay. We all like Laura Bailey, don't we? Sure. Yep. Lust from Fullmetal Alchemist, yep. She was on Dragon Ball Z. Soul Eater. Critical Role. Blood Rain. Star Wars The Old Republic. Nier. World of Warcraft. Oh, Jaina. Yeah, she's Jaina Pro. Okay. And Rise in Persona 4. So yeah, we like Laura Bailey. She's great. Well, I think we still like her. I hope she didn't get canceled or anything. I don't know. If you do enough digging, you're gonna find some tweet that you don't like, but I don't use Twitter, so if there's somebody that I like and I'm not supposed to like, it's because I don't use Twitter, because Twitter sucks.
Maintaining an operate. I think the tech. It's used to. See, not an.
They say the Empire's invading only to get it all.
Oh, I had.
What's...
Father's flare gun.
Alright, skip. Let's get to the fun part. I already know the story, and I don't want to completely spoil it for everybody else.
That...
Okay. Skip. Oh, and that mustache dude is an asshole. So there's also this kind of class struggle thing going on in the game. So the mustache guy, he's a nobleman, and he thinks that peasant soldiers should just be thrown away. So here are the skirmishes. Now here's the first level. You can also get these insanely difficult hard mode skirmishes or EX mode or whatever. It was originally a DLC, but it's in here, I think. And you can unlock trophies, but some of them, they're difficult because there are these medals that you get for doing certain things throughout the game. And a lot of the trophies are just for getting certain medals, but it's something like, you know, you got to kill 300 enemy soldiers or whatever. Okay. So, which units do I want? Well, so in every level, you're going to want Alicia. You're going to want Rosie. And you're going to want Largo because they are the leaders who will give you extra action points. You typically want to have a sniper. And then you're going to want at least one engineer to repair your tank, if need be. So I'll have Claudia come in. So in this fight, yeah, one sniper, one engineer is enough. I'll throw in an extra... let's see. You know, unless there's a tank, you really don't need Lancers, though. But you still want Largo because he gives you extra movement points. I'll do these two because I like them. So an extra scout, extra shock trooper. And then you may not want to actually use Alicia, Largo, Rosie, because then if they die, you get less movement points, so then it would probably be a good idea to bring in... Alright, I'll do this. So basically just one extra Lancer, Scout, and Shock Trooper that I'm actually going to use. And the objective is... just have to capture the enemy base. Keep that in mind, because you don't actually have to kill everybody.
Let's drive these Imperials.
There are plenty of missions where you can just run right past them. As long as you have enough health to survive, you can just run right to the objective and win. And that's how you get an A. And I believe this skirmish, Sega expects you to do it in one turn. So... but I want to move the tank first, because that's fun.
Gotta love nature.
We'll be there in a minute. Hold out till then.
They don't take damage when you run them over, but they do get relocated and you can crush the sandbags and all that. So... My goal is just to clear a path to the bridge so that they can get down here to the base.
The hunt begins.
Hostile sighted. Currently.
Do not have line of sight. He would take 2 shots to kill, not gonna work. Lancer's only a problem if they get to go, and they're probably not gonna get to go. So. There we go. Alright.
Sweet dreams.
Who are these guys? Alright.
No problem, boss.
Tighten up perimeter defenses.
Alright, you know what? Yeah, fuck it.
Right, here I go.
Yeah, okay. That was easy.
Perfect.
Enemy unit neutralized.
See that? See how easy that was? I didn't even have to use those other units. There's a few enemies I could have taken out for a couple extra bonus points, but I don't care. And skirmishes are all replayable anyways. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to headquarters real quick.
Welcome. Trade all you want.
All right. Let me just do that.
Fight. Go. Come.
You need Lancers to fight tanks, but in levels that don't have enemy tanks, they're pretty much worthless.
Welkin, bro. I'm
Stoked you're here, man. He's awesome. But he dies off camera between 1 and 2, I think. Right, I already bought all that stuff. No, I need to go to the tank. This is what I wanted to do. Right, so when it says block size, that means you actually have to equip it. Yeah, so there you go. So you gotta be careful about how you equip stuff, that's all.
Come back again soon, bro.
So I'm gonna do the next combat mission, and then I think I might just stop for today. And as far as I can tell, the internet has stayed on this whole time. So, I don't know. Return to book mode, yes. And save again. Just good idea to save between missions and save after doing upgrades, because you don't want to load a save file and then have to try to remember what you picked. Like I've had cases where I got really frustrated with the mission and quit out, and then found out, oh crap, I didn't save after I upgraded and bought new parts and stuff, so I have to do that all over again. So you want to try to avoid that. Yeah, this is an interesting mission. There's a skirmish mission here where you got to beat it in one turn to get an A, but it's not that difficult. Yeah, now this one, there's the added bonus of they can't occupy any of your camps, so you do have to be mindful of that. So you can see how Alicia and Rosie are automatically deployed here. Sometimes that happens. See? So in this case, you probably just want to put one of your engineers with the tank to repair it if need be. And they can also resupply people with limited ammo. So that's a good idea there. And then they put Largo over here. So I think there's a couple of enemy tanks. So let's just throw him in here. Let's throw in my sniper. And then I'll do... doesn't really matter. I'll do my two favorites again. Okay. So I just gotta take that enemy camp, which is easier said than done, of course.
Offensive and defensive. Squad 7, move out.
There it is. Squad 7, move out.
All right. I'll lead the Riverside team.
Shock trooper here. Leave the offense to me.
City team, your job is to guard the base.
How long you think I've been...
That's it.
Listen close.
Right. And when you occupy a camp, you can have soldiers retreat. You can get reinforcements if you have the slots for them, which you might not. So, of course, step one is... Gonna get the tank. Let's see if I can not hit people and not run over the sandbags. That would be great. And here's a little secret for you. There's an enemy. There are enemies in the grass, just so you know.
Now.
Goodbye. Yeah. So there are people who like to hang out in the grass.
I'm on.
Open fire.
Gotcha. Nice.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
I'll take care of it. There's another one.
You can't do shit to me.
Man down. Everybody be...
You can't do shit to me. Ha ha ha. And there is friendly fire, just be aware of that, of course. Oh! Oh, I didn't know he was going to retaliate on that. So snipers are, yeah. Snipers are great when they actually, like, hit people.
No problem, boss.
And you can't use cover, like, with walls and stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, so in what universe does a sniper have less accuracy than a scout? Unfortunately, they only get one shot. Oh. Alright, yeah, let's... Oh no. Whoops. Right. Right. So, there's the medic. Whoops! Didn't realize there were that many people over there. Now, as long as you have at least one person in your base, they can't take it from you. But Lancers won't, like, attack anybody.
Man down.
Alright. Love how he said man down, even though it's a woman.
Almost there.
Don't die.
And sometimes she'll say, don't steal my treasure. It's a reference to Skies of Arcadia. Yeah, this is actually not going well at all.
The hunt begins.
Alright, can you please hit him this time? That would be great.
Nothing personal.
Thank you. So the only thing is that Lancers and Snipers will not shoot moving enemies, so you do have to be mindful of that. You just have to keep one person close enough to the base so they can't just waltz in and take it. Not to say that they won't try it anyways.
Moving out.
Not to say that they can't just shoot the person and then just, you know, so whatever.
The bridge is just ahead.
Enemy unit spotted.
You fucking serious? Alright. So I might lose, because one of those scouts might go and take the base, but let's see what happens. Really? Take that. So sometimes the AI is just dumb as dirt, which is fine. Alright. I really thought she'd be able to kill him before he got that far. And there's another guy in the grass over there, but then you see how they just kind of waste their moves. Now, if you visit the graveyard, sometimes there's an old commander guy who will teach you moves. So sometimes you want to keep some extra money or XP or whatever. Ty the Immortal. Okay, yeah, I'll be the judge of that. And scouts have good sight range, and they can spot people like him, which is always nice. Okay, he's out of the grass, and he's injured, and the tank wasn't going to make it that far anyways. Alright. Okay.
Let's do this thing. Go down.
Immortal, you say? Nope.
I'm impressed, but not surprised.
Good.
Use those sandbags when you can.
Am I close enough? Nope. Oh, yes. Okay, good. I wasn't sure. I got close enough to do that. Good.
Moving out. Pull it together. Enemy unit spotted. Give them an opportunity to attack.
Just hold out a little longer.
There's no stealth or anything like that, or sneak attacks, but... Gotcha.
Good. That makes things a bit easier.
Ah, crap. They're shooting at her. Why? Well, she's vulnerable, but she can also shoot them. Well, let's see how this plays out.
Roger.
And they only get 3 shots per turn, unless an engineer heals them. Excellent.
Good.
Man down,
Leave it all to me.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Found a target. Yeehaw!
Target silence.
Yes! Alright. I did it. Alright, and it's a B. So the way to get an A on that stage is don't even use the people on the right side of the map. Don't use the tank at all. Just get yourself basically some Lancers and Shock Troopers, and yeah, so 2 turns only gets me a B. And this chick is a journalist. She's kind of annoying, actually. But she writes a couple of stories that are actual viewable episodes, which is interesting, so skip. Yeah, and then these 2, they're really mean to you to start with, but you win them over.
Ugh. Now he's... Ooh, look at him.
No kidding. One little win and he's the new... whatever. Only one thing matters out there.
No, says this freaking old dude who never got promoted. Like, if experience matters, then why aren't you a sergeant or a lieutenant or a general by now? Yeah. So... Alright. Alright.
Hey, Lieutenant! Your timing's perfect. Ta-da! It's...
Why do this?
Sure, I could leave it up to the print news guys, but they're all lapdogs. The government censors everything. And not just a little cut here and there. I'm so sick of it. So, some things are only possible and out of the way.
Right, so she's an investigative journalist. And, you know, free speech and all that, so it's really cool. Alright. I don't feel like reading her stuff right now, though. Oh, okay. So I can give her money to... Alright, why not? Maybe I'll read them later, but not right now. I've played through this like twice before, I think. So if you go to the cemetery, sometimes this old dude is hanging out. And he'll offer to teach you certain orders, but you have to have enough XP to purchase it.
I find it sobering. That and see.
Don't suppose I've a...
Yes, sir.
Gunther. I see.
Not at all. One wrong order from...
You respect the way...
An order?
I can't in good... Now, I'll teach... Use it to... What?
Do!
I see. I hope it...
Dang it! Oh well.
Welcome.
I think he might offer it again at some point, I'm not sure. I always forget how that works.
Good work, maggot. Come.
Well.
No more unlocks yet. Okay. So I guess all that money is going towards tank parts. Oh. Well, look at that. Alright.
Come
back soon, bro. I mean it. Yeah. Yes, this is everybody. Yeah, so less range, but more damage. Okay. I'll give it to him. Yeah, so sometimes you'll get just one gun, so they automatically will upgrade to the more powerful gun, but sometimes you get these other special guns that you only get one copy. And of course there's always a trade-off. If I go to the command room, she might tell me that there's new recruits.
Hello, Welkin. Oh, and there have been...
Yes, so... Melville! Oh, he's awesome. Yeah, he's real cool. Juno's pretty cool. She likes Welkin, that's right. Oh, okay, that's it. So 2 new recruits. Yeah, Ted really likes Melville, which is fine. Nancy. He likes Ted. She likes Ted and Mont. She likes Edie. Yeah, those two like each other. Right. So she doesn't seem to care. What? And then they say things to you when you cut them out.
Hey, Welchster, I'm Melville Young.
Yeah, he's awesome. Mr. Mohawk, he's real cool.
Come back.
So, return to book mode. Oh, man. Okay. I feel like stopping now. It's getting late. I got up early today and I'm tired. So, it seems like a good stopping point. So I did the first 3 chapters and the first skirmish mission. So if you've never played this before, you have a pretty good idea of what it has to offer and should be able to make an educated purchasing decision at this point. And yeah, you can get a PS4 copy. You can also get it on Steam. I'm sure it runs just fine on Steam Deck. Pretty sure it does anyways. So that was episode 1 of SEGAtember. Sega games all month long. And remember, Sega publishes all the SMT games and the Persona games now, so probably do some Persona 5 Strikers, because I've never streamed that one before. And then some Shin Megami Tensei 5, because I haven't streamed that before. But Persona 5 I've streamed a bunch of times. Persona 4 I've streamed a bunch of times. I just did Soul Hackers 2 in JRPG July, if you go back and find that on YouTube. So yeah, so that's the goal. Persona 5 Strikers at some point. I've streamed Sonic Mania a bunch of times, but it's just a great game. I've done Sonic Origins a bunch of times, so I don't see a need to do that again. Let's see. Just going through my list on Steam real quick. And of course, you know, any Genesis, Saturn, Dreamcast games are all eligible. I also did Yakuza Like a Dragon during JRPG July, so skip that one this month. Let me see. I could do Nights into Dreams. I'll probably do the newer version that's on Steam, not the original Saturn version. Now, unfortunately, the new Sonic game isn't coming out till, I think, November or October, so that I'll probably play during December if I do my Holiday Buying Guide series again. I don't see why not. Yeah, that's fine. And then if I open up, let's see. And I asked some friends to provide me with some Sega, you know, like hidden gems that I might not know about, but also I said, you know, some awful games are fine too. I can play those and have some colorful commentary about those. That might be fun. Some people like that. But at this point I'm thinking maybe some layer section, that might be fun. Maybe some Shining Force 3, Albert Odyssey. There's just a lot of options here. Maybe Magic Knight Ray Earth at some point, that could be fun. Alright, so stay tuned for the rest of September for more Sega games. And I definitely recommend Valkyria Chronicles 1 and 4. Those are both very good. So, going to save my game again, and going to call it a night for now. Alright. Thanks for watching. Consider liking, subscribing, following. You know the drill. Good night.